Hello, guys. Welcome to the Shit Color Palette. Today we'll be talking about Dramione. Let's start from the intro. This is a pairing of Draco Malfoy slash Hermione Granger. Draco Malfoy is a Slytherin in the same year as Hermione Granger, Harry Potter, etc., and coming from a wealthy, pure blood family with strong beliefs on blood purity and knowing he was magical since he was young, and was brought up to believe that mudbloods, a slur for muggleborns, are all beneath him. Whilst Hermione Granger, a Gryffindor, was born in a well off muggle family, both parents were dentists, and even when she had done accidental magic before, they don't know that she was a witch for sure until Professor McGonagall brought her Hogwarts letter to her. After Draco's friendship was rejected by Harry, well, he made it his personal mission to oppose everything Harry does. And Draco had always acted superior to others throughout the whole series. Before Voldemort demoted Lucius Malfoy, Draco's father, after failing to retrieve him the prophecy. His upbringing, as we could see, was being shown that he is a sheltered child, caring little about others and have never met consequences of his own doings, thinking he could get away with anything with his father's name and status. Hermione Granger, well, she is a classic bookworm and has been called as an insufferable know-it-all for her slightly annoying traits of trying to correcting others and always wanting to let everybody know that she knows something whenever she can. She's heartbreaking, book smart, and never let others around her, especially her friends, slacking off their studies too. As she is from the muggle world, as we all know, before Hogwarts, she would have more modern thoughts and found things flabbergasted that were considered quite normal in the wizarding world, for example, the house elves. So that is why that she started the SPEW activities. Ew. Yes, to free elves. What is Hermione? Well, this ship is one of the most controversial ship that I've ever known in the Harry Potter fandoms. Just like the ships before, I have checked on AO3, Hermione is 16th place on the 2025 all-time top 100. It is also the 8th place on the 2025 January to December top 100, right after Wolfstar. Comparing to other ship, this ship has relatively less names. Well, one being Hermione, the combination of Draco and Hermione, and the other one being their initials, DM slash HG or HG slash DM, and there is also DHR. Well, D for Draco, HR for Hermione. When did Hermione happen? Well, this pairing emerged in the early 2000s with the first fanfiction appearing about March 2000, and it gained its popularity through the enemies to lover tropes, and with a lot of fanfiction fueling its massive enduring fandom. Why Hermione happened? Well, most of the fans were drawn to the potential of Draco overcoming his prejudice and for Hermione to see past his flaws to create complex narrative force proximity or mutual growth that differs significantly from the canon. Enemies to lovers dynamic, antagonistic relationship between Draco and Hermione in the books. It already provides the foundation for some kind of high tension stories, making the enemies to lover works. Redemption arcs. Well, many fans they feel like that Draco deserved a redemption arc that he he didn't really receive on the original series, well, leading them to use fanfiction as an output to see his growth and transformations. Good girl slash bad boy appeal. Well, this pairing is often seen as, well, the intelligent girl Hermione finding a common ground or redeeming a misunderstood, arrogant trouble boy Draco. Intellectual equality, well, they are often portrayed as having the same kind of wit and magical abilities, well, somewhat similar, which create a more stimulating intellectual partnership. Complex emotional depth. Fanfictions, as we all know, it provides a safe space to explore more complex, mature themes like identity, trauma, duty bound pressure, etc., often placing them during in a wartime scenario. Forbidden love. The us against world aspect of a pure blood and a muggerborn. Well, this is most of fans would like to see, especially post war, adding a layer of forbidden and romantic tragic. Film influence. The chemistry between the actors Tom Felton, Draco, and Emma Watson, Hermione Granger, along with the popularity of the film, further intensified the interest in the pairing, especially when we see behind the scenes of these two actors interact. It kind of feels this fandom of Dramione. Tropes. Well, here are some famous tropes for this ship. We'll just list a few. The first one, enemies to lovers, hate to love. Well, this trope often featuring intense banter, sexual tensions that involve mutual dislike to passionate romance. Second, forced proximity. Both characters are forced together, usually throughout eighth year, and it would contain these two characters sharing dormitory space, often when they were assigned as head boy slash girl. Marriage law. It's a plot where the ministry forces marriages between muggerborns and purebloods to rebuild the population or stop the inbreeding of purebloods. Yeah. Redemption arc. Draco moves away from his Dead Eater past to become a better, sometimes reformed character for Hermione. Secret crush. Discovering that they both have hidden, unspoken feelings for each other during their Hogwarts years. Fixing Draco. Mostly it's Hermione helping Draco overcome his trauma, the dark marks, the overall Voldemort traumas, or family expectations. My thoughts on this ships. So, as I had said before in the start, this ship is very controversial from what I could see, from what I saw. As I would say it's due to the canon aspect of both characters. They simply don't match because Draco, he constantly, well, as no matter it's from the books, from the movies, Draco constantly trying to verbally bully Hermione every single time he has. And Hermione could never stand being near Draco with their personality in the books or movies. It doesn't make sense that they both would be together. Well, but I myself, I do like the enemy to lovers dynamic. I think that it would happen as, well, in reality things happen too, like this kind of things happen too, even if you don't know that, even you would think that it's kind of toxic. Well, in reality people changes. But even if that's not the case, this is a fandom. Well, I like this dynamic, so I wouldn't say it's too bad of a ship. it I know it would seem a bit messed up for someone, but Nevertheless, it's just a ship. It's still a ship that would eventually happen in real life. Now it's time for the ship color palette. So as you can see from this table, we already done two ships. Dreary on acceptable, Wolf Star on outstanding. So where would we put Dramione? We won't say that it's not bad, but it could definitely be worse. I mean it. I mean it. Well, I don't know about you guys because I read a lot of fan fictions. I read a lot of ships. I would say that this is definitely not the worst ship that I ever seen. Trust me. Trust me. There's so much more out there. So I would put this, I would say that this was acceptable. I don't mind this ship. I mean, yeah, people would think that no, this don't work. Okay, first of all, they're on the same age, and second of all, in the movies or in the book, uh, Draco actually have some kind of a redemption, some kind of changes in him that that's there. I'm not sure about you guys. I just think that it might happen. I won't say it would. I don't say that it would, but it might. You know, it it has the potential of being there. This ship have the potential of happening. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. I don't think I have anything else to say. So yeah, I'll put it in acceptable. If you guys think that nah, this wouldn't work, yeah, leave it in the comments. I mean, I would like to know what you guys think. But yeah, this is my color palette. I chose where to put them. Next, tip for the next ship. This next ship we will be talking about is not a Harry Potter era ship. They also seem to have a lot of fans, especially from the TikTok. And I would say that this ship is sailed by a huge amount of people, but others don't get it much. I would say that I am one of them. So if you guys like this video, please put a like, subscribe, and put on the notification for the next video. Thank you guys for watching.